we bring you a very special episode of OES Stories from the trophy case with Samantha Woodring. Sami, congratulations on your championship in the Giant Slalom and the Slalom at the OISRA State Championship. Can you talk a little bit about that championship victory?
It was a massive moment for me. My whole family has been dreaming for this for about 6 years since my cousin went to state for her senior year and barely lost it by a little incident was caused after that. But my whole family actually came out. My aunt and uncle did, and it was just a massive moment. I'm pretty sure there were some tears from my family at the bottom of the course, at both the courses actually. It was the first GS I had actually ever finished out of state competition. So that was just a big moment, and it was the first day. And just getting down both the courses was so massive, and I was so excited. And, yeah, just everything that we had going on at state, it just kind of brought it all home.
So when did these state championship dreams start for you? How long have you been skiing?
So I've been skiing since I was about 2 years old. I've been on a mountain since I was probably a couple months old. And then I was racing myself when I was 5 years old. I was always seeing these older kids, my cousins, their friends, up there doing great, and I wanted to be like them. Definitely when I was younger, was not like them in my age group. Definitely struggled. And I kept on working, kept on pushing through it. No matter what happened, I just knew I wanted to be like them. And then I realized that my aunt made state. My cousin did really great at state, and it was my turn to do the same. And so I just really wanted to step up to the plate and do it.
That's awesome. So it obviously runs in the family. Now, what skills does a racer need to be great at both events, in the slalom and the giant slalom?
They're really two different events. A lot of people try to think of them as the same thing, but at least in my case, I don't think they are. The main thing that they both have is letting your skis go, just believing that your skis will do what they need to do, and you just have to put out what you can in your best way. Slalom's all about quickness, keeping those feet moving. You really have no time to breathe, always on your edges, and you're just nonstop going. There's no time to think. You're just in the moment. And GS, you get that time to think, time to process what's happening, adjust when you need to adjust. And so both of them have totally unique things to them that you just have to understand and be willing to do.
Do you prefer one event over the other?
I would have to say I prefer slalom. I just love the quickness. I love not having to think about anything. There's just a moment when you're in the start gate and you get to think, no more. I'm just in this moment. And that's the sweetest time that I've had all season. It was just that moment in the start gate before a slalom course where it was like, let's go get them.
Now, were there any teams or individuals this year that you were thinking about? Any teams in your head when you were going down the mountain?
So Jesuit has always had a strong team in our league. My cousin was on that team. They won state 4 years in a row while my cousin was on that team. And they've always won Metro League girls. And I knew we had a pretty strong team going in. I wanted us to do well. I wanted us to show up, get a good spot for us to start at state, to help us do well at state. And our girls really showed up. By the end of the season, we actually won one of the races against Jesuit and put out some of our best skiing all year. I was so proud. And next year, it's looking like we could win Metro, and it would be the first time Jesuit girls have taken a defeat. So I'm super excited for next year. But for individuals at state, I knew a lot of girls that I skied with since I was little, and I knew the competition was going to be there. But I also knew in my heart and soul that I was a different skier than all of them. And if I put down my best runs and put it all out there, that I could win. And so I just had to stay in that mindset that I had this, and it was my time.
So we talked a lot before the interview about your mindset, and things have not always been easy for you when it comes to skiing. You had to deal with some adversity with an injury your freshman year. Can you talk about the training or a part of your mental mindset that really helped you bounce back from that?
Yeah, for state, I was all wishy-washy. I had to talk to the coaches a ton, see what I could do to give myself a peace of mind going into it. And I honestly think every run I said, I got this, I can do it, I have this. And even if the run was a little not in my skill set, I put it all out there, and I think that was because I was willing to say, I can do this, I got this, this is my time.
Now, do you have any race day rituals that help you get in that zen? What do you eat before a race?
So my morning routine is normally a poppy seed muffin. I don't like lemon, so it has to just be the poppy seed. And then sometimes chocolate milk if I'm feeling into it. But yeah, I normally start off my morning waking up with the girls, getting ready, getting dressed, and then we hop on the bus. Sometimes I'll take a nap if I'm still super tired, because some days we stay up a little late. Actually, most days. But then we get up, and I talk with everyone I know. I know about probably 30 people at the state race to 50, and then at our league races, almost everyone knows me, and it's a little terrifying. But I love just reaching out to other teams, letting OES be known as a joyful, happy group of people. So I love just reaching out, getting people to say hi, and having all that happen. And then once I lead the girls to inspection. I've kind of been like a girls coach this year. It's been funny. And then we have a great time in inspection. It's always a great courses to talk about, and it's really fun to do that. And then I'm at the top of the course, slam my poles together, do a couple shoulder shrugs, and get out of that gate. That's
awesome. Now, do you have any pregame playlists or anything you listen to on the bus up there before you get right at the top of the mountain?
So the guys normally play the music in the bus. They have a speaker most of the time, so we get to hear their music all the time, just all their music. But for me at state, I chose a song by Carrie Underwood that was played for the Super Bowl, and it's called Champion. Just super inspiring. My mom listened to it, and she's like, oh my goodness, this is you. So I just used that to kind of get the idea in my head that I got this, as I've said before, and I think it helped. And I loved listening to that song. I probably listened to it about 20 times before we even got to state. So,
whatever works. That's awesome. Now, you are a great skier. However, you are talented at multiple sports. So, as a multi-sport athlete, what do you love most about skiing specifically?
I'd have to say the people. Amazing people, amazing atmosphere. Some people I've grown up with, but some people I haven't, and we're all just willing to be ourselves. Goofy, weird, wacko, whatever you need to call it. We're ourselves on the hill. We're wearing spandex onesies, for goodness sake. Can't get much weirder than that in the first place. So, yeah, the people always, great attitudes all the time, cheering others on, and just the respect everyone has for each other up there is amazing.
Totally. I'm glad you brought that up, because at OES, not everybody gets to see the ski team on campus. So that being said, what is the coolest part about being a member of the OES ski team?
The fact that we're a family. I'm called Team Mom a lot, like a lot. I get to embarrass the freshmen with my kooky dancing. And it's just the fact that we're all there for each other through thick and thin. We had some hard moments this year. It definitely wasn't easy all the time. And the fact that we were always being there for each other, and just understanding that no matter what, we're there, was amazing. The fact that we get to spend the night together every weekend and just talk is amazing. And so so grateful for that. It's been amazing. Even if you're not a good skier, like, being on ski team is just, we don't even care how you ski. We just care that you have fun and are part of the family.
Awesome. Well, Sami, congratulations on a star-studded junior season, and you have a lot to look forward to, it sounds like, next year.
Thank you very much.